Hello and welcome to Reflexive Moon Tarot. I'm Sarah. Welcome, welcome. I am happy to be doing a general reading for folks for this new moon happening pretty much in the next 24 hours, but channeling new moon energy. So it doesn't really matter what time you catch this read. It is basically the overall energy is centered in kind of like restarting your laptop or your computer. So just shutting it off so that we can turn it back on and reboot. And the signs that we're doing this reboot, this lunar reboot, is in Sagittarius and Capricorn. So it's basically moving from those in between those two signs at that time. And so with Sagittarius, Sagittarians are really all about their independence, their freedom. They're very funny. They're very, what else? Just really like kind of light up a room at times, but can also be very reserved. They have really great, like they have a lot of energy and they're very generous with their energy. Usually they are involved in doing work that is of some type of service. So also with Capricorn, very hard workers, also do a lot of service work, very grounding energy that is centered in hard work, in craftsmanship. Feeling good about what it is that you're doing is very much a Capricorn trait. So we're sort of like going on a reboot for that type of energy. That's what's happening right now. At the end of the year, during holiday season, it's also winter solstice, so the shortest day of the year. It's pretty powerful in my opinion. So let's get into these reads. We're going to keep this going as one long stream, and we'll sort of chop it up just for the sake of not having to go over and over and over again and deplete the vocal energy. So, just make sure everything is good. We'll start with Sagittarius. Sagittarius moon in Sagittarius, full-on Sagittarian vibes. So Sagittarius, we have the world. The world is in reverse for you right now. So there's some type of cycle that you are not acknowledging for some reason. Why that is the case, I don't know. We'll see what's crossing that. You could have some issues related to trauma. Think back at what happened a month ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, or even a year from this time, where you were at, how you were doing. That's something that you may want to consider and to figure out how to acknowledge on some level. You may also be like physically manifesting things that might have happened to you last year and not realizing that you're having a hard time because of something that happened a year ago. Trauma kind of works that way. It's tricky. 3 of Pentacles. So work. Developing your skills. There might have been some skills that you are just not seeing. Like the cycle is not really moving forward for you. Or there's just something that you need to let go. It could be a work situation. The people that you had been interacting with or networking with on some level, they were not kind to you. And you might have been robbed of some type of opportunity. But what stands out to me mostly is that this is something that you need to let go of. Something that you need to acknowledge for the purpose of letting go. And we have the Fool. So you're having a hard time letting go and embarking on the new journey that awaits you. So maybe you need some, maybe you just need to like make it into some type of New Year's resolution for yourself, or stop holding back. Stop holding back. Or the universe has got you holding back, or something's got you holding back, and it's not in your best interest. Because you got the power. You are the Empress. Subconsciously, you have like serious levels of sacred knowledge that is like embedded within your genetic makeup, or just embedded within your blood memory, even your like some people believe in memories from like past lives and stuff. That could be it as well. So all this stuff, these reversals, they're kind of holding back the sacred knowledge that you have acquired over time. And that is your job to guard and protect and maintain. You're like the keeper. The keeper of... It's also usually feminine, sacred feminine knowledge with the Empress. So water teachings, anything that's related to women, birth. In your past, you really have not done the work to get your like self-esteem in a place that's balanced, unfortunately. So yeah, this could be that self-esteem is kind of at the core of the like the root cause, I would say. Because the Two of Wands is about balancing your like your goals along with like in order to self-actualize, you need to be able to know that you got what it takes to actualize your goal, and you need to know that like you're the shit and that you're on the right path and you have a good sense of direction. It's about confidence. Confidence is key when it comes to that. The Lovers. So here we go. Confidence again. So self-love. That's your next lesson, Sagittarius. True self-love. This could also be a choice with lovers that you need to make. But the choice is usually the one that involves you getting what you need first. And knowing what authentic self-love is. Because like you can be cocky, you can act like you're the shit, but if deep down inside you don't actually feel that way, deep down inside the way that you move is based off of insecurities. I mean, it's not hot, first of all. Some people may think that it's hot to come like on the surface level, but it isn't. So authentically knowing who you are and being solid in who you are and the direction that you're taking. Because you can tell. You can tell when people are insecure, especially like most, like the average intelligent individual can tell when someone is overconfident and basically allowing themselves to toot their own horn, or I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's overconfidence. It's cockiness. Also vanity, too much vanity. It's not hot. Inflated ego. That's another one too. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune. So the time is right to be doing this self-love work. This is the perfect timing. Like this is an like you're being presented with an opportunity, and it would be foolish not to take it, especially if it's all about improving who you are, like intrinsically, like on it. Is that where on an intrinsic level, like internal, intrinsic, school words. Okay, this one fell out. The King of Wands reversed. So either like, so people see you as, again, not having the confidence, being overconfident. The King of Wands also kind of it depends. Like this might not be how you roll, but it is certainly within your capacity. Any person that comes through where people are seeing them like a reverse King of Wands definitely is weak, even though they may appear strong. Spiritually, emotionally, they are definitely weak, and they may get shit done for themselves. They may get like short-term goals or fast goals complete, but it's sometimes often I would say it's at the expense of somebody else. It's exploitive, this person, and they're very jealous, so they're also the king of ruiners. They like to ruin shit thinking that that's going to get them ahead in like this whatever like like this whatever competition they perceive themselves as being in. It's like a false sense of competition. It's not real. It's a construct that this person, you perhaps, has made. And it's so funny, like especially like with the way that plays out. Like if as women or people who are feminine versus the masculine forms of competition, like usually masculine competition is equated with like physical, like blunt force, just like like I'm here, I take up space, this is what I do. When it comes to feminine types of, like the more feminine side of competition, it's about like social climbing and sabotaging. The competition is not, it's as unseen. It's not tangible. It might be tangible in terms of like money, but it's usually in the form of like status. Also like fake ass shit. Let's just be real. For whatever reason, people think that they're better than other people for nothing. But go ahead. We have the King of Pentacles. Hey now. Those are some good goals to have. That's an amazing like hope to have of yourself. Instead of being a reverse King of Wands, let's be a upright King of Pentacles. Let's be the solid ground that can burn your fire on. Let's be the type of person that manifests on a level where they've created wealth for themselves and are now able to do it in a way that is fostering wealth for others as well. So like you want to be your wealth creation to be like a community or family affair. And then we have the Chariot. So going from, overlooking the situation, we have the reverse Fool to forward movement with the Chariot. So you may not be taking the plunge at this time. You may need to, brew and sit and think about what it is that basically how you're going to move forward into this place where you are acknowledging your sacred masculine and feminine traits and loving yourself in the meantime. Because this is something of the past. This reverse 2 is of the past. You're putting that shit behind you. No more insecurities. You want to be confident and strong, and a lot of that has to do with humility as well. Can you accept the mistakes that you've made? Can you continuously accept mistakes that you've made, acknowledge them, and move forward without having to go through this shitty cycle of, your anger? And like anger looks like loss of face. Like if you look up and study how anger plays out, loss of face is huge for folks. People hate looking like they're wrong. And if that's something that you need to get honest with yourself about, I suggest you do so, because you will only benefit from it 100%. So with that, Sagittarius, thank you so much for checking out my channel. I appreciate it. And we will catch you next time. Take care and bye for now.